Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's probably been well over a year, maybe even 2 years since I have posted on here, but I want to get back to it. I've been really busy building up Mystic Source School with my partner Anjani. We have a great platform over there. There's a link below if you want to check it out. And now that most of my courses and content are created over there, I'm going to be coming back over to YouTube so that I can, be able to teach you guys here, put a little bit of lessons, excuse my dog barking, do some lessons and do some readings again. I really missed being on the platform. So we'll see how it goes. To start off, I want to let you guys know that I've created a free tarot journal. You can click the link below to access it. It's basically just an e-journal. I have a little guide in the beginning of how exactly to use it, but it will help you to develop your intuition, help you to understand the cards a little better. I do have a key of cards. For most of you that know me, who have taken my courses or have had readings with me or follow me on Instagram, you guys know that I delve way deeper than most of the readings you're going to find most readers giving out. I've studied the occult for a long time. It's what I dedicate my life to. There's so much symbolism in each card, and to get to know that on a deeper level will make you a better reader, and even just to connect to your guides better. It's not just for people who want to be professional tarot readers. It's for people who just want to be able to hear better and understand what they're looking at on each card. So that's completely free to you. Again, the link is in the description box to that. So I hope you guys enjoy that. So I wanted to give a little Pisces season update, just to kind of see what's going on collectively for anybody who's seeing this video right now. So this isn't according to sign. This is just according to this is what's going on for the collective. If you see this in your feed and click on this video, this message is for you. Okay. It's a little bit different of how I actually did the reading this time. So while I've been kind of missing from my channel, not only have I been studying to become a planetary mage, but I've also been deep into the mysticism regarding geomancy. Geomancy is an ancient Arabic form of divination. It's done by getting in a trance state. You make dots of lines of dots in the sand with a stick. You do 16 lines and you just make dots until you feel to stop making the dots while you're focusing in a trance state on the specific question that you're inquiring about. It is both very left and right brained. It combines astrology and then like the mysticism and magic of your own intuition, and you have to be very in tune with both to understand how to read a chart. There's different symbols that are created from the dots. It's not a very well known system, and it is while I do have actually two different teachers on the topic, it's very tricky to find a lot of information on it because all the texts are very old. Some of them have poor translation. So it's a very self-taught subject. So I do feel like I have really gotten the hang of this. I don't charge for readings for geomancy at the moment because I don't feel comfortable doing that yet. But I do give them to my the people on my mentorship program. I do geomancy readings on the channel, which is like my own version of YouTube. You can find that in the school. I do geomancy readings on there, and for my really close clients for free so that I can get the practice in. But I did want to go ahead and pull a geomancy chart for Pisces season. So as you know, Pisces season, a lot happens like randomly. One of the most important things to realize is that the reason why Pisces season is like this is because the sun is trying to move above the ecliptic So if you picture a cross, this is where the Christian cross comes from. It's actually the sun moving through the signs of the zodiac, right? So the sun is trying to rise again, okay? That's why we celebrate Easter and the resurrection. It's the resurrection of the Son of God. So we're rising above the ecliptic with the sun, and that Pisces energy, it's that last sign before the rebirthing happens. So death is in Capricorn season, and now the resurrection of the Christ, which is the resurrection of the sun, it's coming up. It's trying to gain that energy to get above the ecliptic, and that's where it's reborn, right? So we're in our last phases of death right now, which is the last phases of winter. And this can be really harsh and intense because what's happening is situations get created upon us so that we become uncomfortable in order to change. You may get some realizations of things that you want nothing to do with anymore. You're going to get a lot of focus on self-sabotaging belief systems. So as these things are revealed to you, it's up to you to do something about it. Remember, you are your own savior, okay? Nobody's going to show up and save you. You need to do it yourself. So this is where those things are really revealed to us so that we can rise above the ecliptic with the sun and become reborn with the sun, okay? Those of you who are heavily ruled by the sun, like you have it as like you're a Leo sun or a Leo rising, this month probably affects you more, especially if you're not a Pisces, you don't have like Piscean energy heavily in your chart, but this probably is a harder energy for you because it's like the sun being submerged in the ocean, but you're trying your best to be the sun. So you guys may be feeling this a little bit harsher, probably even most of the fire signs, although Sagittarius and you may be doing very well because we do have Jupiter in Pisces. It's at home in Pisces. So although in modern astrology, Neptune is associated with Pisces, I study ancient astrology, so I really don't go past Saturn when I'm looking at things. So Jupiter, this was originally his home sign, and this is a time period where a lot of blessings and abundance can happen. It's just that I almost feel like it's like reading in between the lines of what Spirit's asking you to do. There is going to be a period this year where there's like a shit ton of planets in Pisces all at once. So again, like having to navigate through that, it's like you solely got to rely on your intuition. I'm going to say this for all of you. Really focus on what it is you truly want right now. I do feel like Jupiter is the greater benefic, Venus being the lesser benefic. So, I mean, Jupiter in Pisces, like you really, really can expand into what you're wanting to manifest on this earth. However, Jupiter is also going to really expand everything that's limiting you from getting that. So make sure you attune into that and do something with it, right? Because again, don't be the martyr, which Piscean energy can be. You need to be the savior. You're your own savior, okay? So even when you think about Jesus, that represents the Piscean energy. He was a martyr, but also the savior, right? So it's a balance between those things, okay? It's the two fishes in the two direction. It's don't self-sacrifice for everybody else, but you need to save yourself and resurrect yourself, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and look at the geomancy chart. I have it pulled up on my computer here. All right. Okay, so the first thing that's coming to me right away is those of you that want independent success, okay? Those of you that have these ideas and you're like, oh, I know that this can be successful. Jupiter is going to expand that insanely in Pisces season, okay? This is gonna be the energy coming on me right now is like a roller coaster. Like those of you that are trying to start your own businesses or get out on your own somehow to be independent, I feel like I'm getting put, like it's like buckle up. This is gonna be a really insane ride. You're going to be losing a lot of things in order to gain new things, okay? So there's going to be things, listen, there's certain things that are really good in your life. You may have already started to experience it, but it's time to shut these things down and do something new, because if you continue in it, it's not going to keep working for you. So how I want to, I'm going to use the sun again as an example. When the sun is rising, it's at its strongest. Noon, it's at its absolute peak. It's the hottest. It's the brightest. Then it starts falling, right? And then you have sunset. It's not that sunset is bad. It's just that the good thing, the good thing is now ready to set and go into the underworld, okay? So a lot of you guys are at your sunset phase right now. This thing, it could be something with work, it could be in relationships as well, because I do have that here. And it's mostly going to be in relationships and job-oriented things. Any type of partnership. It's sunset, okay? Sunset is coming on these things, and it doesn't mean that it was shitty or whatever. It's just supposed to be transformed now. That's what the underworld is for. So as these things, maybe something always worked for you before and all of a sudden it's not working for you now. It's because it's in a sunset phase, and it's time to allow it to go into the underworld for a rebirthing, okay? The great news is that there is something coming for the rebirth, but you need to go through the process to rework it in order for it to be the new thing, be the next thing that you're supposed to be doing. Because abundance is here. Abundance is here a lot with career, a lot with partnerships. And it's crazy because around all of this abundance and expansion is things ending and closing and being pushed away and pushed down. A lot of you guys are going to be at a crossroads with partnerships in Pisces season. And it doesn't necessarily mean that the partnership's going to end. It's going to be, what does the new phase of this partnership look like? It's a reworking of that partnership, okay? A lot of you are going to be revealed. Self-sabotaging habits are going to be revealed to you. Ways that you stop yourself from actually going into this abundance. Also, things revealed to you that you didn't even know you wanted, okay? It's like all of a sudden you can like wake up in the morning and you like want this one thing, and you have a clear view of how your future should be, and it could be something completely different than you thought that you wanted. It's going to be like a divine inspiration, like your guides, your angels, your spirits, whatever it is you believe is going to be implanting that in you. It's like, see, this is how we think it goes. Oh, I think up this idea and I plant seeds and then I harvest. Really what happens is the universe plants the seed in you, and then you take that seed and put it in the ground. Like, it's given to you. Okay? Now, interesting. This is kind of weird, but some of you are going to be expanding in your careers, but somehow your money is going to be suppressed. Bear with it. It's not forever, okay? Everything is cyclical. Everything goes through cycles. Everything good turns bad and everything bad turns good, okay? Rely on that. Just like seasons happen, we too move with the sun. Always remember that. It doesn't look like much movement. You know, I'm really feeling like studying or learning something for this next phase is going to be of importance. those of you that are wanting to move, it's going to be better to move in Aries season than now. There's kind of like, there's a lot of Saturn. This chart is mostly Saturnian energy. But especially as far as like moving and home life, it's like stay put. So if you don't have to move this month, like if any of you are thinking about moving or have to move, I would wait until Aries season. I almost wonder if like travel bans are going to be lifted in some. I'm not going to get into that here because it's YouTube. We have Anjani and I actually have something called The Channel, and we go on there a couple times a week and teach, and you know, we talk about more things uncensored. Okay, so some of you are going to also like rearrange friendships in a way. It goes in with the partnerships, but like your friendship circle is kind of going to be a little bit fluid and moving around. Like maybe the person you considered your really close friend is now going to be a little bit out in the circle, and like somebody else is moving in. So, well, that's okay. You know, the more fluid you are, the better. Like to try to always remain the same makes no sense because nothing in nature remains the same. Okay, so some of you may feel some type of creative block. So you feel like you can't move forward in what you're trying to create, like as far as your life, your work, whatever. But at the same time, so understand this, even though you feel this block, still you're going to expand somehow in the next 4 weeks. It's not going to make sense to you. And the only explanation really is so that the universe can show you how much, and your guides, how much it is that they take care of you. And you may think everything is under your control and dependent on how much you do, but your spirit's about to show you that it's actually dependent upon how much they do. So those of you, you know, that struggle with communicating with your guides, spirits, now is the time to really get into that. Like, yeah, it's like really here. You guys need to be like communicating with your guides, studying that kind of stuff. Because it's really going to be what determines you to make moves coming up and what you're supposed to be doing and how to get the roads opened and the blessings for that. A lot of changes are going to come in Aries season. A lot. Things that happen in Pisces season are to prepare for that. Allow. That is going to be the mantra of the month, like of Pisces season. Allow. To just allow the things to happen. Allow it to occur. Take one day at a time. Don't get too ahead of yourself, because whatever's going to happen in Aries season, you never would have thought it up. You can't. This is going to be like a divine gift for those of you watching this right now. You couldn't have thunk it up. Okay? Your spirit's going to bless you with something, and it's going to, yeah, you totally not even like in your perception right now. All right, you guys, I think that's all I have for, one more thing. Stay at home. I know it's going to, like, well, we've been cooped up for months. There's like this energy of home. Make your home feel good. You may even feel like you want to be home more for some reason, or like you would rather have your friends to your home rather than go out. There's something about cultivating the energy and the proper environment for the newness coming in an Aries season. Okay? Okay, you guys. That's what I got. I hope you enjoyed this reading. It's really good to be back. Again, free tarot journal, link below. You can subscribe to our newsletter, link below. but I hope to be on here a couple times a week. If there's anything that you guys want me to teach on, tarot-wise, occult-wise, anything, if you have any questions, comment below. I will answer them. I will respond with a video. I really want to, be on here doing things a lot more. So if you have any video requests, feel free to leave it below. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk soon.